is try to give a perspective on why I emphasize what I emphasize. There are millions of nominal Christians who are not born again and who believe God loves them and are on their way to hell. And the difference between them and a born-again believer is what's at the bottom of what makes them happy. As you penetrate down to what makes them happy, and you get to the bottom, it's different for a born-again person and an unborn-again person. Millions of nominal Christians have never experienced a fundamental change in the foundation of their happiness. They haven't experienced it. They go to church for other reasons. Instead, they've absorbed the notion that becoming a Christian means turning to Jesus to get what you always wanted before you were born again. No change in what you want. No change in the bottom, the foundation of what thrills you. Just get it from a new place. And they think they're Christian. And they feel really loved because he's producing. My life is going better. They want a happy marriage, so they turn to him to get it. They want peace of conscience, so they turn to him to get it. They want freedom from guilt feelings, so they turn to him to get it. They want to escape from hell, so they turn to him to get it. And every unregenerate person on the planet wants those things. You don't have to be born again to want out of hell. You don't have to be born again to want a good marriage. You don't have to be born again to want any of those things. So what's new? A different servant to give me what I want. And here's the bottom line. I am more concerned. This has been true for 30 years. I am more concerned about nominal, hell-bound Christians who feel loved by God than I am about genuine, heaven-bound Christians who don't feel loved by God. I'm concerned about those people. There's some here, I would suspect in this room, not as many as the other kind. I think God will hold me more accountable for trying to help those people wake up than for helping his precious children feel more of him. In other words, they would say, these people I'm so concerned about, we have desires and we turn to Jesus to get them met. And he is so loving to meet them. No change at the bottom. No change in your cravings, in what makes you most deeply happy. No change in the decisive foundation. You just shop at a new store. That's not the new birth. It's not having, the new birth is not having all the same desires that you had as an unregenerate person and then getting them from a new source. That's not the new birth. The new birth changes the bottom, changes the root, changes the foundation of what makes us happy. Self at the bottom is replaced by Jesus. Treasuring being made much of at the bottom is replaced by treasuring Jesus. What makes the born-again person glad is not at the bottom that they have God's gifts, but that they have God. There's the key way to see it. You listen for it in the way they talk, in the way they pray, in the way they speak to each other and to God about, are they most excited about his gifts, or are they most excited about him? Do they long for the people they love to see him, admire him, glorify him, live in him, hallow his name? Or do they only ask for and seek the things the world wants? Christians who are truly on their way to heaven and don't feel loved by God are in a different category than that.
Powerful. And to introduce one other topic, a related one here, this is also precisely why the prosperity gospel fails, because it requires no new affections. It simply feeds those old, spiritually dead affections for wealth and health and prosperity. So when you hear Pastor John condemn the prosperity gospel, this is one of those key themes as to why he does so. This was from John Piper's April 18, 2010 sermon on Psalm 79, titled, How Much Does God Love This Church? The whole thing is online.